Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now. Now, T20 World Cups, every edition you can actually associate to a certain player. Then there are certain players who you can associate more than one editions of the T20 World Cup. But make no mistake, this wasn't an easy list to make. But today, we try and list down the top 5 performers in T20 World Cups over the years. My name is Tanay Tiwari. Let's go. Virat Kohli. This name surely brings back so many memories for the Indian fans and cricket fans world over from T20 World Cups. The mind straight away races back, especially to the 2014 edition. He scored 319 runs. In T20 World Cups overall, he averages close to 77. And in that 2014 semi-final against South Africa, he wasn't really batting well initially, but India needed 90 odd off the last 10 overs, and that's when the chase master kicked in. He scored 72 not out of 44, drove India home, and did a similar thing again against Australia in Mohali in that 2016 edition, where he was at his flamboyant best. 273 runs for him in that tournament, kind of owned both those editions of 2014 and 2016, and was rightly adjudged the player of the tournament in both those editions. Indian fans would hope for nothing more than a Virat Kohli, a classic Virat Kohli performance, this time around in Australia too. Now, Yuvraj Singh has been a part of 6 T20 World Cup campaigns for India, but the one that he really owned, put his trademark on it, was the inaugural edition, the 2007 World T20, and no fan, no matter where you are in the world, can forget Yuvraj's contributions in that T20 World Cup. First against England, walks in to bat at the 17th over mark, hits broad for 6 sixes in an over, races to the fastest ever T20I half-century of just 12 balls. And then, against Australia, in the semi-final, the mighty Aussies, he walks in and owns the stage completely. A 70-run knock of just 30 balls. There wasn't an Australian bowler that he spared. That knock was so special and so instrumental in taking India into that final. Yuvraj Singh's mark on that 2007 World T20 is indelible. Now, when you talk of T20 cricket and the history of T20 cricket and the legacies that there are, you can't not name the universe boss. Chris Gayle has to feature in this list. And if it was Brendan McCullum who set the IPL stage on fire in that first game, it was actually Chris Gayle in that very first game of the very first edition of the T20 World Cup at Johannesburg that he went berserk and perhaps announced his just arrival as the universe boss. A 57-ball 117 took the South African bowlers apart. In T20 World Cups, he scored 965 runs so far. He's been a part of both the championship sides, first in 2012, then in 2016 as well. 965 runs for Chris Gayle in all of the T20 World Cups. They don't call him a legend for nothing. Now, here's a name who didn't really need the advent of T20 cricket to play T20 cricket. Shahid Afridi dazzled the world with T20 style of play even before T20 cricket was born. But when he came into the T20 World Cup, he really came into his own. In the inaugural edition, he was the player of the tournament, despite Pakistan losing to India in that final. In 2009, he would return with Pakistan, return to the final with his team and score a valiant half-century there, drive his team to their maiden T20 World Cup title. In T20 World Cup editions all along, he is the second highest wicket taker, and that shows the pedigree of the all-rounder that Shahid Afridi was, and he had to make it to our list. The last name on this list, but certainly not by any measure the least, is Slinger Malinga, the third highest wicket taker in T20 World Cups, only 1 wicket behind Shahid Afridi. In 2014, midway through the tournament, he was handed over the captaincy of Sri Lanka, and he led them to their maiden title in that year. His slower balls, the dipping ones, the yorkers that crushed your toes, especially in that final against India, were very good. Even outside of the T20 World Cup, he's a T20 legend, but within the realms of the World Championship at the highest of stages, when the pressure is max, Lasith Malinga came and delivered almost every time for Sri Lanka, and he is a bona fide legend who has to make it to our list. That's our list of the top 5 performers in T20 World Cups so far. Did we miss someone? Should we have included someone else? What does your list look like? Don't forget to share it with us across all social media platforms. We'd love to hear your opinions.